So I'm going to talk kind of quietly because there's a lot of couples around enjoying the sunset. It is a really beautiful sunset, as you can see. Anyways, I just wanted to mention something. Romance in an apocalypse. You know, it's interesting that I'm living this way. I'm dirty all the time. I'm depleted. I'm everything. But the amount of people that flirt with you and want to have a relationship, and even August, I mean, that is one of the things that keeps her in this situation. She wants to have a man in her life, and she's very committed to that, and somehow she thinks that she's going to find Romeo in this environment, and she continues to search for that more diligently than anything else. And I've told her, if there's nothing that you remember from me, remember this: do not rely on a man for your basic necessities. And the reason I say that, because I have friends who are married and they, you know, they live married lives. I have friends who the women are stay-at-home moms and things like that, and I respect that in 1,000 ways. It's something that I wanted to be myself, you know. I believe being a mother is the most important thing you can do in this world, actually. So a mother and then a father too. So it's not about just not relying on a man, but especially in this scenario where the caliber of people, or at least the people in the station that they're at in this part of their life, it's just looking for romance in this situation, having a physical sexual relationship in this situation, possibly bringing a child into the world in this situation. I mean, just on every level, it's baffling to me on every level. But holy cow, just the most basic level. I mean, what do you're gonna be touchy-feely and you're both like so filthy? So now, again, this is just me. I'm not saying that anybody has to agree with this. I'm not saying that, you know, all of you watching might have your own beliefs, your own feelings, your own level of cleanliness with intimacy and things. But for me, I just, when I get hit on, or I get, you know, I first of all don't get it, because I feel like I look terrible. But especially in this situation, and I'm at the lowest of the low. So yes, I want somebody to love me unconditionally and that sort of thing. But in reality, I don't, if I met somebody right now and he accepted me for the way I was, and this was good enough for him, then I think he has a problem. I don't know how else to say it. I don't, whether that's right or wrong, it's just where where my thoughts are. But I have no intention of finding somebody in this particular situation. I have high expectations and standards in a variety of ways anyway, so it just wouldn't work for me. But the amount of people that do, and so on a different level, can I understand why they do? Can I, you know, empathize with that? I can understand, because we all want that comfort. We all need that social contact. We all need love and acceptance and care and things like that. A hug, you know, all of those sort of things. And you can be very lonely, and so I do get it. I'm a little more cerebral than I don't just focus on my feelings. I'm detail oriented, and you know, I count for logic and stuff too. So and let's not say that it's simply intimacy, physical, sexual, whatever, that people are looking for out here. sometimes they look for a man because they need that protection, and so they hook up that way, or they need the extra warmth at night, you know, physically, like as if it's a blanket, so they get together that way. But a lot of that protection mentality, I really do understand. You need a man for that a lot of times in this environment. But the problem is the one that you hook up with to protect you, in many of these cases with August and with other women in the park, that man has then become their abuser and controller. So it's hard. It's hard to know what path to take all the time, right? And you can be kind and you can be friendly, and then they take it for more than that, or maybe you need something and so they give you something, and now it's a favor and they want something in return sexually. And there's a variety of issues out here as far as the intimacy and male, female, and protection is concerned. But again, it just astounds me that anybody would even flirt with me right now or want that intimacy, but I do get hounded for that quite often. So, but my biggest reason is my standards and the values that I have, intimacy-wise, and the choices that I've made, and the choices I continue to make, and what I'm looking for in a relationship like that, and what I believe is wise. And I haven't found it yet in my life, so not looking for it here.